Payton is out there with Luke Ridnour. Then there's Harris. Then there's Channing Frye. And it's O'Quinn in at center. Goes back up. And Harris wide open. He shoots. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Harris has got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the Magic. Wizards leading by 3.
Kyle O'Quinn in his third season out of Norfolk State, 6'10", but with a 7'5" wingspan and the strength to hold his own at the pivot. He has shown some promise for a player taken in the second round.
Fox a screen on Harris. Webster passes to Fox. 6 on the shot clock. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. They get it back. Off on the layup. For the Washington Wizards, they come in off the loss to Brooklyn.
Their defense got absolutely destroyed in that game as they weren't closing out on the perimeter shooters. They were allowing people to get into the paint and score from point-blank range. Just an overall abysmal effort.
Yeah, something was missing, no doubt about that. They let an opponent shoot a really high percentage, and that's got a concern going forward.
Washington's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Miller, the pass to Fox. There's the pick. And Harkless pulls it down.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
Kicks to Vucevic. Harris setting the pick for Vucevic. Plenty of space. That one a little long.
Can't get a much better look than that, though.
Sure can't. Not one you'd expect him to miss there.
There's 38 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Miller off a pick from Fox. Just 5 to shoot. And Butler, here we go. That's good. Butler's got 5 points now this quarter.
You know, it looks like they've recalibrated their approach away from trying the three ball.
Yeah, they started out pretty slow from downtown, so I think this is the right adjustment. Try to get the ball inside, go to something new.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. The Magic shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. First free throw is good.
Shooting for Orlando, Tobias Harris.
And Harris drops them both. Here's Miller, averaging 6 points per contest. Passes to Fox. Back to Miller. He got it up. An absolutely remarkable shot at the buzzer.
Was it ever?
And through the first half of...
Okay, guys, great work in the first half. That's how you take care of business on.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter.
Let's go. You're in.
He's checked in for Gortat. Porter comes in for Chris Humphries. And it's Butler in for Webster. The Magic also changing it up. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Vucevic. And Maurice Harkless subbed in for Channing Frye. Kevin Seraphin is out there with Pierce. And it's Wall. Then it's Rasul Butler. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Now let's take a look at the teams that have been holding their opponents to the fewest points in the last 10 games. The Wizards 5th.
Now, they've been solid defensively, maybe a little fortunate at times when teams have had off nights, but overall, pretty solid defense.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
In a moment here now to check out the numbers for John Wall. He's averaging 16 points, 8 assists, and almost 2.5 steals. And I think the playmaking really stands out to me that he's been doing it. So many times the plays he can generate seem to change the momentum of a game.
I agree wholeheartedly there. I mean, it's underestimated what his passing brings to this team.
A theme that has unfortunately come up for this Orlando franchise is their inability to keep a franchise talent for long. Of course, you think both about Shaq and Dwight Howard and their exits.
Here's Fox. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And about Orlando and their stars, is it better, Clark, to have had stars and lost them, or to never have had stars at all on your team?
Well, it's a different kind of heartache, that's for sure. I think you'd rather have them and lose them than not to have them at all. But Orlando has seen a lot of success for how long they've been a franchise. They'd like to be able, though, looking ahead, to keep that next star that's wearing a Magic uniform right now.
Harris a screen on Butler. Dishes to Ridnour. Out to the right wing. It's stolen. And now in transition is Pierce. Here we go. And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got 5 points now this quarter. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Washington?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
The other thing they're doing, guys, is forcing turnovers and then creating points offensively as a result.
Here's Harkless. And he banks in the layup.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Ridnour against Miller. Here's Fox. The shot misses. So Orlando will take it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And Kevin, in that game, we saw a lot of sloppy play from the opposing offense. They coughed the ball up way too often.
Yeah, and that did make things really easy, guys. Nice to get a win if you're on that side of it and not to have to work too hard for it.
And Fournier kicks to Harris, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Harris has got 8.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Miller off a pick from Fox. Lots of room. It's hauled in by the Magic.
You know, that's a problem he has. I mean, not being able to knock down that open jumper. It happens far too often.
Wizards leading by 19 points.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
He shot 3 of 5 from the line.
Shooting for Washington. Fox.
No good on that one.
2 shots.
And he's good on the second. 15 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Harris a screen on Miller. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to be on Andre Miller. For Orlando, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
Guys, this has been one of the weaknesses for this team all season long. They're shooting just 71% as a team.
Yeah, it's been a very frustrating season for them in that regard, guys.
Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
How about the creativity, guys?
Going with a whole new group out there now. Orlando also making some changes. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Fry. And Harris subbed in for Luke Ridenour. So on the floor for Orlando, Kyle O'Quinn out there with Tobias Harris. And it's Vucevic. Then there's Payton. And it's Harkless in at the 2.
Well, it seemed slightly controversial when it was introduced a few seasons ago, but I think we can all agree now that the new flopping fines have been a big success. Flopping seems to have gone down across the board.
Well, Clark, flopping is not completely out of the NBA game, but at least now there are repercussions.
I agree, and I'm happy to see that, Kevin, because it's a play that shouldn't be in the game. And now that guys are fined for it and have been quite heavily fined for it, I think we're going to eventually see it become less and less a part of the game, which is the way it should be.
Here's O'Quinn. Payton outside. Magic moving the ball around. O'Quinn dishes to Payton. He feeds it to Harkless. Porter with the steal. Here's the lob to the hoop. On the wing, Ben Gordon. He's guarded by Blair. Gordon, the pass to O'Quinn. Gordon kicks to O'Quinn. Back to Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go. Well, look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. Here's Temple. And the pass to Fox. Now the feed to Porter. Pass to Fox. To the right side. Lets the 3 fly. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Payton drives in. Rebounded by the Wizards. Fox has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
I think we can all agree that the NBA has become a bit of a nicer, friendlier league over the past few decades. Less animosity with players and less brutal rivalries, but there is still a level of trash talking going on, and I think at times it's a factor in games.
Well, with what you guys are talking about, there are some known trash talkers in the NBA, like Kevin Garnett, but overall it does seem to have come down a little bit in recent times.
Well, a lot of that is because the league has cracked down on trash talking. The officials are much more likely to call a quick technical, so I think players have adapted and just gone about playing their game and not doing as much talking as in the past.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
And guys, with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who's watched it. I mean, just a total mismatch in a true show of strength for Washington.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with them.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
Well, not only are they on their way to winning this game, but this will also give them a win in the season series.
Huge motivation for them today. Beating a conference opponent 3 out of 4 times, that's no easy feat.
Gordon goes in, shoots from the baseline. Again, the miss by Gordon. For Washington, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the 4th. Blair trying to get open. Shot's good for Seraphine.
They certainly haven't let these fans down tonight. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
It has been. I mean, the atmosphere has been great, and no doubt that helped with the winning effort.
Ridenour dishes to Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Ridenour.
Heads-up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Temple the pass to Fox. They set the pick. He kicks it to Temple. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here.
Super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score, so that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
Here's Ridenour. It's blocked. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. And this one was such a...
Well, gentlemen, I'm here